guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tosin for those that are new here. And today's video, as you can see, I'm quite relaxed and chilled. I'm going to be talking about the things that I love, and I've also learned about living in the UK or living abroad. Now, two things. One, the reason why I'm actually doing this video is because my initial video, I did a video a while back, a long time ago, about the things I love or I miss about living in Nigeria. And you know, the video had really good feedback, and I'm really grateful for that. And then someone had seen that video, but she just moved to the UK. She actually just moved to Scotland as well. And she sent me a message saying she just moved to the UK, and then she stumbled on my YouTube channel, and she's a bit like, you know, discouraged that look at her, she was so excited about moving here. Now someone is saying what she misses about Nigeria, like what are the good things about living in the United Kingdom, living in Scotland that I love, that just to encourage her as well, so that she's not too homesick and she's looking at the brighter side. And I thought, okay, yeah, that's a good video. Now besides, I'm going to be talking about things besides obviously like the amenities, obviously like the infrastructure, not things like that. I'm just going to tell you what I've learned personally and just about living in the UK. And secondly, I hope you guys can tell, I don't know if you guys can tell rather, my voice is sounding a bit like husky, like a bit nasal. I know you guys are tired of me saying that, but that happens when the weather is changing. It's actually quite chilly today, that's why I'm wearing this shirt. It's quite chilly today, so please just pardon me in case I'm wheezing or my voice sounds off or a bit too deep. Just please pardon me. So yeah, if you'd like to know more, and obviously my window light that keeps going in and out, please just, you know, watch this video with love. If you'd like to know more, definitely keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I love about living in the UK is that there is dignity in labor. Now, I already said initially that I don't want to talk about things like light, infrastructure, because that's obvious. Everyone talks about, oh, at least they're not taking lights. There's 24 hours power, you know, there's no corruption that we can see and all things like that. I'm not going to talk about that. We'll talk about personal things that I love about living in the UK. And I said number one is there's dignity in labor. You guys, the respect that people give people that are earning like low income earners in the UK, people in Nigeria don't get that. Like, I like the fact that someone can be here and they'll be doing like maybe even the bus driver, or which is not even low income by the way, but non white collar jobs or non professional jobs. Yeah, non professional jobs. People like bus drivers, maybe the people that clear your garbage, the postman. There's so much joy with the way they do their job. And I don't mean joy that, oh, they are so like happy-go-lucky. I mean, just the confidence, like, I am a bus driver, I clean the roads, I sweep the city of Glasgow. There's so much dignity in labor. And you know, like, woe betide you be rude to them or be condescending to them because of the kind of job they are doing. Like, it's not as popular here. You treat everyone with respect regardless of the job that they do. And I wish that was the case back in Nigeria. A lot of people, like, they'll be like, oh, he's a cleaner. The guy is a cleaner. So, like, the general, I don't mean, when I was in Nigeria, I treated everybody with respect. So I'm not talking about me personally. I'm just talking about the culture of the economy. There's so much dignity in labor. You guys, because if I do YouTube, I get a lot of parcels. And I'm not the biggest YouTuber, and I do get a lot of parcels. So I don't know how, if I'm considering getting a PO box, because I don't want to be giving brands my home address or my concierge or anything. I want to get a PO box. So that's my plan for maybe next year. And I get a lot of parcels, and the postman that delivers from my area is usually the same person, and every time he's always like saying, what exactly are you buying? And you know, we just laugh about it. And recently they changed the person that you know, delivers my parcel, and it's a new guy, and he'd been coming like, you know, days of, as in bringing parcels, and sometimes like 3 in a day. And it's like, one day I signed and I was like, oh, here we go again, because I knew he was going to ask. When he was like, you receive so many parcels, and I'm like, not a lot, but I receive enough. And then I told him that I'm sure you're wondering like what I do or why I'm always buying all this stuff. He was like, actually no, he's just happy that I'm giving him a job. And that really encouraged me, like, in as much as obviously he was curious, like, he was actually grateful. He was like, I'm happy that you at least have parcels, if not I won't be doing the job. You know, I can't imagine someone in Nigeria saying that, like, I'm happy you're buying all the time. No, they'll be like, and see, you know, this entitlement culture. Now on the workers' term, they want you to tip them, or they'll just be complaining that, oh, if only my parents sent me to school. Like, they don't understand that while you're in a season of your life, whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. So I really love the, you know, the dignity in the labor force of the UK. So I think that's just what I'm trying to say. So that's the first thing. The second thing I love about the United Kingdom is how people mind their business. I just wish Nigerians can, you know, inculcate that. Although there's a bad side to it, like I really wish like I knew my neighbors. I wish like, you know, I knew someone in my like there's in my clothes or my area where I live in, I've only seen one black family. A lot of people, because of the part of Glasgow that I live in, a lot of people that are here are, you know, indigents. They are actual Glaswegians. And the guy that lives not too far from us, he's, I think, I don't know where he's from, but he looks Scandinavian. And he always orders parcels. Because I work from home, I'm able to receive parcels for him. So we have a cordial relationship, just hi, hello, nothing, just hi, hello. But the other lady, you know, we Africans, we assume that once there's a black person in your building, you want to be familiar with the person. So I always say hi to the lady and she never responds. And I'm like, okay, but I keep saying hello anyway. Finally, to the glory of God, yesterday when I was coming back from church, I saw her and I'm like, hello. She's like, hi. And she just looked away with her kids and I'm like, okay. At least you replied me. Hopefully tomorrow, when I ask you how's your day going, you tell me yes. But I just like the fact that in as much as obviously I would wish, like, as I said, not just her, everybody, like people are more, you know, concerned. In this country, you can die in your flat for 8 weeks and nobody will know. In fact, that happened to somebody I know. They didn't even know she was dead. She'd been dead for like, I think 3 days. It was our church members that actually found that, like, had to go and check. So they didn't hear from her and then they checked her house and found that she had died in the house. So obviously, if you had friends and neighbors, if they are not be seeing you driving out, they may be a bit worried because sometimes your dead body doesn't smell that, God forbid, the dead body doesn't smell that much, so they don't get to smell it on time. Or when especially in the summertime, that's when like smell goes faster and then they might call the police or something. But I love the fact that people mind their business. If you like, be bringing all the luggage into your flat, your neighbors will not ask you. If you like, yeah, your husband should, you know, literally be making out in front of the door, no one will ask you. There's just, everyone just minds their business. And I really, Nigeria, hey, you've not even moved an inch. Did you hear that? Like, I just love the individuality, the mind your business. Obviously, like, as I said, there's a limit to everything. But just everyone, even with church, like, I don't know why people complain about, a lot of Nigerians, I know that they say that when they move to the UK, the first thing they told them, don't go to a Nigerian church or there's so much drama. That's not true. I attend a Nigerian church or in church founded by Nigerians. However, it's a church of God. Every nationality, every race, everything God made was good, is invited, is welcome to the church. And we have other nationalities as well. And I love my church family, and in as much as it's a church family, because of the Western culture is already like, you know, imbibed in their system, they mind their business. They don't pry. They don't feel the need to come and visit you every day. If you don't come to church, yes, they'll leave you a text, but they respect space. Do you get what I'm saying? So I really love that about the UK. So that's number 2. 3 thing I love about living in the UK is access to opportunities, like no nepotism. In fact, I'm speaking to you firsthand from someone that has lived a large portion of her life in Nigeria. 90% of people in Nigeria practice nepotism one way or the other. And I'm sure that sometimes I've been guilty of it. If you don't know the meaning of nepotism, do your Googles. Okay? Go and Google it. So basically, I'm sure I practice in a way that, let me say I'm trying to recruit somebody and I'll ask you, and I can ask my friend, maybe do you have anybody that you want to recommend for this role, for my own, maybe my own business, not like internationally, for my own business. And I may, you know, tell because I think I do that because, or I would have done that because Nigeria is very funny. There's no database. You don't know people's criminal history. You don't know anything. You don't know people from anywhere. There's no database. So people always say, you know, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. You know, in the sense of the word, like, better to get someone that has a rope to their leg. So in case of anything, if your elder sister is my friend and you steal from me, I'll collect my money from your sister. No time. So that's another thing. But I love the fact that in this country, like, opportunities in the sense of like scholarships, job grants, entrepreneurship grants, you don't need to know anybody. All you need to know is be qualified and know how to read and know how to do your application properly. If you are entitled to it, you get it. And I know that that's so bad in Nigeria that even the so-called, like, there are companies in Nigeria that they've put our application, whereas they've already found, you just do that just to meet, like, maybe like the labor force, Nigerians labor force quota, just to say that, oh, this is so and so company put our application 4 times a year, whereas they've already within themselves gotten someone for the role, or they've gone to, even when like with scholarships, you know, they tell you that, oh, there's a government scholarship scheme to send 10 students to, let me say, Ukraine to study medicine. Instead of throwing it out to the public, they put it to their relatives, their children. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm talking about like for government level opportunities. But in Glasgow, you guys, I've been here in Glasgow and I've applied for grants, and not financial, like academic like grants, for me to do some courses. And I was chosen. Once your application is correct, you are not illegal in the country, you have your papers. There's so many opportunities, like so many opportunities, like I mean for learning. I haven't tried any other thing, but as long as you want to learn, you would find there's some that obviously you may need to pay, just maybe discounted. There's some that is totally free, you know, and that's not my responsibility. If you are living in maybe and I'm not talking about for the UK at large, I'm talking about Scotland now for this particular point. I just love the fact that, you know, there's just a lot of opportunities. And I know my friends as well, or even my like say sisters in Christ in church, they've gotten opportunities as well, and they live here, so they've been getting it from, you know, childhood to now that they're older. Just the fact that there's just access to opportunities for everybody, and it's fair. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Fair access to opportunities for everybody. Yeah, so that's the third thing. The fourth thing I love about living in the UK, I don't know if this is because of the way the system works, it's just because of days, and I think it's kind of tied to my first point initially. It's just it encourages people to do things by themselves. When I was in Nigeria, I'm not going to lie to you, because labor is so cheap, I don't pay my nails myself, I don't do my toenails myself, I don't braid my hair myself. The only thing I used to do on myself is to wash my hair, because I'm very iffy with my natural hair. And when I go to the salon in Nigeria, I just feel like a lot of them don't know what they're doing as regards natural hair, because they don't educate themselves. Do you get? Like, educate themselves even with experience, they don't. And the salons and the places that know their work charge a whole lot of money. And I can't blame them. Like, what they charge is not commensurate to the effort of the labor, but they're charging based on, you know, the facilities, everything, even just electricity to be able to steam your hair properly. So those factors cause things to be actually overpriced in Nigeria. But living here, if you want to plait your hair all back, like just in cornrows so you can wear a wig, you're going to pay 15 to 20 pounds, like neat cornrows. And that's about 10,000 naira in Nigeria. You guys, I make my hair in cornrows in Nigeria for 500 naira, which is literally a pound, or let me say £1 and 2 pence. And I can even tell the lady to come to my house. And trust me, some people even say that's not so much. Some people do it for half the price. Do you get? And even sometimes I even feel like when it's 500, I don't complain, because it takes you an hour to do it. I just, you know, I give it to you. Even if you tell me 1,000, sometimes I pay you, just not because I don't know that I can get it cheaper, just to encourage that at least you're not stealing. You're not doing anything, you know, illegal. You're trying to make ends meet. So, but living in this country, by the time you think of how much it actually costs to pay for these things, that you don't realize that they're luxuries in Nigeria. You guys, I've bought my machine for, oh, I didn't buy that. I got it as a gift. I put it on my birthday wish list. My UV gel lamp. I do my toenails myself, and they're always neat because I like my things neat. I do my toenails myself. I wash my hair myself. I steam my hair myself. I bought a sewing machine because if I want to slim fit a dress, I'm not gonna pay £40 for someone to just make, you know, close up a hole for me. I bought my sewing machine, and what happens is that it's even helping me to be very skillful. I can imagine if I have children, I'll be saving a whole lot of money because I plait very well, I plait hair very well, I can sew. And obviously when you have kids, you want to become more experimental, you want to make bows on their hair, you want to make their own pillowcases, you want to make curtains, you're meant to make so many things. And just living in this country just encourages me to be more independent, you know, thinking outside the box. I want to eat meat pie. I'm not gonna go to Mega Chicken or anywhere to go and buy meat pie. I'll go on YouTube and watch person's video how to make meat pie, and I'll make it myself, and you feel very fulfilled. So I really love that, you know, that part of living in the UK, that because everybody is well paid, and whatever labor that you're doing, you get well rewarded for it, or at least averagely rewarded for it. If you're trying to save, you learn to do those things yourself, and you realize that you won't die if you bend down to paint your toenails every Saturday before church. You won't die, you know? So that's that. Now, the last thing I love about, you know, living in this country is just I would say the awareness. I was gonna say the awareness to health, you know, healthy living. I'm going to compare, when I compare my, let me say my 5 friends in this country that are moms that have children, and my 5 friends in Nigeria that are moms that have children, the ones in this country are way fit or more fit than the ones in Nigeria. I'm not going to speak for the men or the general public because that's not my reality. I'm a woman. I'm going to speak about the things that I see and appeals to me. This country, a lot of people are very health conscious, and I don't know if it's just because of the research. There's access to maybe healthy food, there's access to, you don't even need a personal trainer, there's a lot of like information online. The economy encourages you to stay fit, there's sugar tax, you know, those kind of things, like, you know, sugary foods are more expensive than other things, you know, things like that. Like, people here are more health focused. And if you go to Nigeria, the people that obviously now there's a fad, because in Nigeria everything is a fad. Everybody now is doing fit fam, they are joining WhatsApp groups, they are doing weight loss, you know, lose 10 pounds in 3 days, all this kind of thing. A lot of them that organize these classes have either international influence, they've lived abroad before, or personal weight loss challenges that they've, you know, they've tried to lose the weight by themselves, and now they automatically think that they can teach people how to lose it because what they've done has worked for them. But this country, the average 17-year-old is fit. You hardly do you find a 17-year-old in Nigeria jogging. What they are doing is just going to cinema every weekend as leisure. Here you see them riding their bikes, maybe because obviously the environment is safe as well. So you can wake up in the morning by 5 a.m. to go jogging, at least in the UK. I don't know about America. You know, so people here are more like health. Even since I moved to this country, not like I wasn't so fit in Nigeria, but you know, morning rice, afternoon rice, evening a bar, you know, those kind of things. But here I can say, you know what, I want to have fresh grapes and I don't need to wait for the malam in traffic. I just need to go to Tesco, buy my grapes, make my food, make my healthy smoothie, and I'm good to go. So I really love like the health consciousness of here. Another thing I want to say is, especially I said with my friends that are moms in Nigeria, my average friend in Nigeria has a nanny. So by the time you get help, you're not physically stressing yourself. I'm not saying that if I could, you know, afford a nanny in the UK, I won't get that. I probably will, because I mean, wholesome life balance. But I'm just saying, like, someone that has one child in Nigeria probably has like maybe say 2 nannies. For what reason, whatever, you know, want to clean the house, want to watch the baby. Whereas here in the UK, you're probably doing everything by yourself. You cleaning, you bending, and that's a workout. So you look trimmer, you look fitter. I mean, you'll see older white people that they are like maybe 45 years old, they have 5 kids, and their belly is still taut. Even black people, because the environment just encourages you to stay fit. I don't know about America, I'm speaking about the UK. People here are usually generally more healthy than the people in America, because I've been to America too. And all I was just seeing is a lot of morbidly obese people. Maybe it's the state that I went to, or the states that I went to. But speaking for the UK, people here are very trained, they're very fit, and just encourages you as well. Like, if my neighbor that has 10 kids or 5 kids is going out jogging in the morning, working out, watching her diet, what am I doing? You know, no one looks at you. In my estate in Nigeria, when I used to jog in the morning, my security men will be laughing at you and say, what are you trying to lose? You start getting uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? But here, healthy living is a lifestyle. It's part of their culture, it's a lifestyle. So yeah, those are 5 things that I love about living in the UK. And I know that obviously there are other things besides the usual things that you hear, you know, better light, electricity, there's infrastructure, there's Wi-Fi, there's accountability to the government, which is actually great as well. I love the fact that, I mean, there's nothing like I have to wait till they bring light, I'm not spending money on diesel, your tax is working for you. I love the accountability with the government as well, that they can be, I can see maybe a pothole or the street light in front of my house may not be working. I can tell my local councillor, and he's accountable, would actually respond to me. I can tell me, can I schedule a meeting with him, and he will respond to me. You know, I think that should actually be my number 6 point, that there's access. You can actually, you know, say you want to meet your councillor, you want to meet the MP, you want to meet an NSP, you want to meet somebody. Do you get, like, you can organize a meeting and they're accountable to you as a citizen. So that's also good as well. But these are just things that I would say personally to me that I love about living in the UK, and it's just great. It's just great. And so far I love it. Obviously, do I miss Nigeria every single day? Every single day. I love my parents. I love Nigeria. Have I been to Nigeria since I moved here countless of times? Would I go again? Absolutely. I was even supposed to go last month. Something happened. I mixed up my ticket dates. Just a long story. I sure missed the flights, but I don't know what God was trying to, you know, help me to save or to avoid. But let's just leave that. Maybe it was just my own foolishness. because we all make mistakes. So that's that. Let me know in the comment box below, what about you? What do you love about living abroad? And please don't tell me the cliche, because everybody's moving abroad now and they're just moving for better life, which is great. Don't tell me the cliche things that I said, like the infrastructure stuff. Personally to you, what first-hand thing? It can be the work culture, maybe you do a 9 to 5. What do you like about the work culture? Or don't tell me what you don't like, because no negativity on my video. Just good things about the UK that has added value to you as a human being and that you love. Okay? Okay. So thank you so much for watching. I feel like there's some things I'm missing and I just don't want to end this video on this note. I think last but not the least is just the way, I would also say with politics as well, like politicians, the way they are so simple in this country. Like the wealthiest people look like you and I, you know, like they're so simple. You can meet, I mean, the whole Lord Provost of the whole of Scotland and he'll tell you, hi, my name is Mark. Nothing like, my name is Senator Chief, Omaseti, Omasenyewa, Omo, this one. Nothing like that. Hi, my name is Mark. Finito. So I love that about this country too. So anyway, that's all. Make sure you share, you comment, you like this video, and you encourage me with the comments as well. And that's about it. Till next time, stay blessed. Bye-bye.